Shall we begin? Shall we begin? You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost nothing to show some love. In the words of New Edition, a little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is a long, long way. A little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is all it... Damn. Fat Joe. I think you need to go into your play settings and play that. A little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is a long, long way. A little bit of love. That's all TA was looking for 16 years. Kind of remind me of that, what's that song from that movie? I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm never gonna shed a tear. I could do better. Time and time again. And I need follow. When I say real niggas, I stopped using the term real niggas. You know why? Because I felt like too many suckers was falling up under the category of real niggas. Real niggas ain't just first of all, it's a lifestyle and an energy. It's not just the fact that you will back out at any given moment for your ego and your pride. It's the fact that what made me a real nigga was the fact that whatever I would have did for myself, like for example, the way I got shot in Bronx River, if that would have happened to any of my niggas, I would have moved faster for them than for myself. Because I understand the mental breakdown I was going through in the situation I put myself in. But nevertheless, being a real nigga, it's like, yo, we take pride in making sure you ain't going to do nothing to nobody that we love. TA was that to you, Joe. But because you looked at him as a peon and a peasant that you capitalized off of. Because see, here's the thing that all you quote unquote real niggas got to tap into. If there wasn't something special about TA or something that Joe wasn't using, then why he kept him around him for 16 years? Cuban Links didn't even last that long. But he would have if Pun was around. He would have if Pun was alive. Too many times in too many situations. You know what's crazy, right? Because sometimes people don't hear your cries. It's like when you got niggas that got money, they use their money on the internet to sway the minds of the people. But you can't do that with me, Joe. You can't. And 50 Cent talking about the charges is miscellaneous. Man, like 50 I lost all respect for 50 when he tried to destroy Diddy, and that's gonna be my next video. 50 tried to destroy Diddy, but he co-signed Tyler Perry, a man whose hidden identity or his alter ego is a fat, old, nasty woman called Medea. And Tyler Perry, the gatekeeper of the music industry, dangles success and money over people who really, really want to follow their dreams the same way TA did, right? Because you could bunch all this in together. And in order for you to get anywhere close to being where you want to be in that movie industry, you have to be able to picture Medea a.k.a. Tyler Perry, laying on top of you. That big, burly man who really visualizes himself as an old, fat woman. Woo! Scooby-Doo-Doo? Yo. Reach out to TA. Pull up on him. When subpoenas are sent out, it's a totally different ball game, my nigga. Either way, you're going to kick out some money. On TA or silencing the witnesses. You already got a paper trail where there was a police call. That's what y'all overlooking. The police was called. They came out. What was that, Milwaukee? One of them states. And y'all had to get y'all lying on. Now this is resurfacing. And TA gets to say in the court that he actually lied. And you really, really did do what you did to that girl. And now she gets to come out because she's watching. And right about now, she's probably talking to a lawyer if you ain't pay her off. And I say this to the whole terror squad, right? Because I recognize some strong dudes over there. But I also recognize some ass kissers. And I don't respect ass kissers. Because a real nigga's supposed to tell a nigga when he wrong. And when you niggas become to the point the way that y'all peons, where you can't pull up and tell Joe, yo, you bugging and you wrong. Joe was supposed to been sat down and pulled up with TA. Like, let's go have a conversation, my nigga. Why are we doing this all over the internet? Because Joe started it on the internet. Then everybody want to play the game. Oh, he's supposed to be a street nigga. Why he taking it to court? Joe took it to court first. Because he got scared. He's seeing what's going on all over the internet. So he don't want to look like Africa Bambaataa. But I see the similarities in Fat Joe and Africa Bambaataa. Like, I wasn't the only one that came out on Africa Bambaataa. His head of council, one of the heads of his council, who ran I forgot what position TC held in the Zulu Nation. But TC held a big position in the council, and he ran the whole Connecticut division. And we all heard what he said about Africa Bambaataa. If he would have came out on him back in the early 80s and 90s, he would have been dead. They've been having meetings about Bam. Bam was too strong to get him up out of there. Right now, in today's present time, Fat Joe is strong. He was strong back in the days, and he's strong now. Look how you using your strength. You antagonized the nigga that loved you. This is the part that people was missing. That idolized you. That look up to you. That would have did anything that you told them to do. If you would have told that nigga to strap on a vest and blow up a plane, he would have did it. The question is why you can't sit down with him. Because your ego? Because he was a piss boy, a sofa surfer, a bum. A bum. Why was he a bum, Joe? After 16 years of working with you, why was he a bum? Why nobody else ain't asking this question? After 16 years of serving under your corporation, Joe Prodigy, whatever you want to call yourself, after 16 years, he should have had a retirement plan. Why is he a bum? Why nobody else is asking this question? 16 years for working with you and he ain't got nothing to show for it? Not even a whip? 16 years. Nobody's asking these questions, though, but I will, though. Because I come from an era that never really changed. Of, like I said on the Mac, I'm not going to even play Math Hoffa stuff on my platform because he going to strike me. Because he a sucker. But like I said on Math Platform, the shooter is the most used and abused. The shooter is the most used and abused. And TA wasn't much of a shooter, but he was a fighter. And doing tours and stuff like that, most of the time, you don't really get a chance to shoot, even though those situations come up. TA was a fighter. And he fought. He don't put fist and feet on a lot of people over you, Joe. Just ask Ja Rule. Ask Ja Rule, people. A lot of people don't want to get involved in this situation, but I'm going to say it again. Joe, why you don't go sit down with that man face to face? Because he a peon? Rich player. If you were the advisor to Joe and you let this situation get this far, you should be fired, my nigga. Respectfully, Rich player. How did you let this situation get this far when you the right hand of Fat Joe? How did you, Rich player? I need for you to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, how did you let this situation balloon and get so ugly with TA when you know that boy idolize you niggas and look up to you niggas? How did you let this get like this? Because even if Joe beat this case, how many deals, like I'm hearing he lost a $20 million deal, allegedly. How many corporations is going to step away from Joe until this case is over because they don't know where it's going? But you let it get like this. And understand something what I'm saying, because I want the streets to understand this too. You let this balloon and spiral out of control with a nigga that loved you niggas. That would have did anything that y'all wanted him to do. And if you would have kept him on the payroll, you was only feeding him peanuts. Yo, do you know what's crazy? That makes me really, really look at you sideways, Fat Joe, is the fact that I can't stand some of the niggas that I'm taking care of, but I love them. They don't do nothing for me. And I got about 20 niggas that I'm giving more than what you gave TA. And he was doing shit for you. He was there with you in the presence. Most of the time when you see me, Haas is by himself. That kind of loyalty, you always got to come back to the table and embrace and hug your little brother. The nigga was your little brother. What did you do? Your ego was too big, my nigga. Is it worth the arguments you going through in your house with your wife? Is it worth the thoughts that's being planted in your kids' heads when they looking at you? They don't just see daddy. They see what's going on. And they saw TA throughout all these years. Lies are wrong. Cuban wrong. Now TA and a bunch of other niggas, Joe. We not talking about like how I'm beefing with content creators. I don't even know that I met Zip on a goddamn internet. And still mention his name to big the nigga platform up to help the nigga grow. Because me helping him helps me. It shows my resume. I'm not looking to destroy you, nigga. You got to have strong enemies when you want to beef back and forth on the internet. Shout out to Zip, bitch ass. But yo, back to you. You can't sit down with a nigga that loves you? Your ego that big. Rich player, what are you doing? And I say that to you respectfully, Rich player. I had one conversation with Rich player. Respectfully, Rich, I say this to you. What are you doing? Sometimes you got to pull your man's coat. This situation should have never went this far. TA had nothing but love for you niggas. How you can't pull your brother's coat? That's my take on the situation. And I don't care what nobody's saying, what nobody feel. I know TA not lying on Joe. And I also know that little nigga loved Joe. That's the part that y'all missing. That nigga loved, he idolized that man. But when the nigga that you idolize, that you done wasted 16 years of your life chasing behind, you cutting $100,000 checks, telling the IRS you paying this nigga $3,000 a show when you was only paying him $300 a show? And then sending him back home broke. He couldn't even pay rent. How you cut $100,000 check? And your nigga can't cut up. When I was getting my crazy big checks on YouTube, I was taking care of everybody. Now I'm getting littler checks. Still taking care of everybody. I ain't never seen Fat Joe money. How you sending niggas home broke, my nigga? 16 years for working with you, Joe. And this nigga can't even show us not one foreign whip. He can't. 16 years of TA working for Fat Joe. And he can't even show us not even one basic Benz. It is what it is, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I'm out.
You know what we on, nigga. From Vegas to the pound. Yada, what's the word? Nah, we moving, ain't got too many more.
So special.
Everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. I told my youngest slide, he think he in the park. Jumping in the water, you swimming with the sharks. We watching for the ops, the cops in the knocks, nigga. And I could go and get this money with my eyes closed. Whenever I need a brick, I say El Chapo. My Mexican homie, I call him Vato. And when I want a nigga hit, I say bring tacos. You know this shit about my legacy. Niggas try to tarnish my name instead of treasure me. I've been official since a pup. Barely had my own water, try and fill a nigga cup. Now it's Ruth Chris for the steak night. He really used to trap on them late nights. First you get the money, then you take flight. Every day my birthday now, nigga, that cake right. First you get the money, then it's gang shit. We only talking money, that's our language. He wanna see the picture, I could paint it. Headshots, we try and make a nigga famous. The loyalty, I hope he never break it. He lost it, got it back, that's motivation. He only talking money, that's his language. 10 chains on, bitches think I'm famous.
1 foot in the rap, 1 foot in the streets. 1 foot in the chicken, 1 foot in the beef. 40 cal free a nigga memory. Last indictment that came down, I had to put a friend to sleep. Be discreet, pistol sing like T. Marie. Free Lil Reek, post his bail, I knew he was gon' jump it. That's a little me. Cash lord, motherfucking task force. Every single brick and whip I got came with a passport. COD with me, I ain't ask hombre for no favors. I tolerate no hatred, draw on niggas like they papers. Investigators questioning neighbors about the traffic. They say he be just rapping, I think they thought he was packaging. Walking up a studio, on FaceTime with Julio. Don't worry about no immigration, he can get them to me low. I told him take it slow, don't listen to him, don't be stupido. They putting crazy shit up in your head like you Coolio. Made nigga.
First you get the money, then it's gang shit. We only talking money, that's our language. He wanna see the picture, I could paint it. Headshots, we try and make a nigga famous. The loyalty, I hope he never break it. He lost it, got it back, that's motivation. He only talking money, that's his language. 10 chains on, bitches think I'm famous.
Special. special.